The cowboy looked at the baby once, then asked the woman a question that made her stop breathing. Snow now slammed against the station windows as Clara clutched the coughing baby tighter beneath her thin coat. The train had already disappeared into the mountains. Her suitcase lay tipped over in the slush, one lock broken open. Then heavy boots stopped in front of her, and a stranger pulled off his own coat without saying a word. What he said next made the whole station go silent. Stay with us for more stories that feel like they could really happen. The train screamed against the rails as it crawled into Black Pine Ridge under a sky the color of old iron. Steam rolled past the windows in thick white clouds. Snow drifted sideways across the platform, carried hard by the Wyoming wind. Most passengers hurried off the train, with their collars turned high and their heads down. Boots thudded across frozen boards. Men shouted for luggage. Somewhere farther down the line, a mule kicked against a wagon harness. Clara Bennett stayed seated until the car nearly emptied. Noah stirred against her chest beneath the wool blanket she had wrapped around him before dawn in Cheyenne. His tiny cough rattled softly, too soft for a baby his age. She touched his cheek with trembling fingers. Cold, not fever cold, winter cold. The conductor lifted her trunk down onto the platform with a grunt. "Mom, this is the end of the line." Clara nodded quickly and stepped into the storm. The wind cut through her coat at once. Black Pine Ridge looked nothing like the hopeful little town Gerald Turner had described in his letters. There were no cheerful storefronts waiting beneath lantern light. No smiling rancher scanning the train for his bride. Only snow. Snow and dark buildings crouched beneath the mountains. The station roof creaked overhead as the train hissed behind her. Clara shifted Noah higher against her shoulder and searched the platform again. No Gerald. A few men glanced her way before looking elsewhere. One woman pulling a child by the hand slowed when she noticed the baby, then hurried on. Clara swallowed hard. Maybe he was late. Maybe the roads were bad. Maybe. "You Miss Bennett?" The voice belonged to a broad older man stepping from the station office in a thick sheriff's coat. Snow dusted the brim of his hat. Clara straightened immediately. "Yes, sir. Clara Bennett." The sheriff removed his gloves slowly, like a man delaying unpleasant business. "I'm Sheriff Tom Avery." Something inside her chest tightened. "Mr. Turner asked me to give you this." He handed her a folded envelope. The paper was